And we are going to talk about our first cruise experience. Well, my first cruise experience and his third
Third.
cruise experience. So we're going to talk about things that you're going to need, things that you don't need, things that you should spend your money on, and things that you shouldn't spend your money on when you're going on a cruise. Now, overall, for my first cruise experience, I have to rate it from 1 to 10. 10. I had a blast. I really had a blast. That first day, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Even my husband be like, slow down, slow down. I'm like, I wanted to see everything. I wanted to experience everything. And I've learned that it's impossible to experience everything on the first cruise. So sometimes you have to go back and, when you go the next time, you'll do something different. It's things that I know for a fact that I want to experience on my next cruise that I didn't get to experience on this one. So first, we're going to talk about some of the items that are a must-have when you're going on your cruise,
And some nice to have items also.
and
So
some nice-to-have items.
but day one, before we even got on the boat, just to let everybody know, we left out of Jacksonville, 5-day cruise, going to Princess Keys, Caves, whatever they call it, and Nassau. So um, going out of Jacksport, first thing you need to know, parking is $17 a day.
Yep.
So 5 that times 17, of course, we had to pay $85 up front before we got into the parking lot, which I expected since this was my third cruise leaving out of Jacksonville. So wasn't too bad, but just don't let that be a surprise. Now
Cash only.
right.
Cash only. So make sure you
Um,
have that in cash. No debit card, no credit card. You need to have that $85 in your hand when you pull up.
right. Now there are hotels in the area where you could leave your vehicle if you want to get there early and park at the hotel, leave your car there. They have tons of shuttles coming in and out. There was a new parking area across the street where you turn in at the port, where you could just kind of like park your car in dirt out there, and
Probably somebody privately
right,
like
a
doing
lot
that.
cheaper,
So
but
it probably was cheaper, but still seemed a little sketchy to
yeah,
me.
yeah. So
And then I want to say that Carnival Cruise, will cover any damages or anything that happens to your vehicle
right,
when you park in their area. So,
yeah. So the things I purchased before the cruise, I did buy the Pixels package. It was $100, 99.99, as they say. You do get what, 5 photos, and
5 photos of
one
your
of them's
choice.
a canvas, big, huge, 16 by 20 canvas photo. Um, if you're into pictures, it's worth it. Because just buying an individual picture, here's one of the pictures we bought. But just buying pictures individually, they're what, 25, $30 a piece.
Right. So it's definitely worth
Yeah,
to get the
it's worth
Pixels
it.
package.
Now, this was my first time on the Carnival Ecstasy. My previous 2 cruises, I went on the Elation. Um, I didn't do my research like I should have. I made a couple of assumptions. Big difference between the Ecstasy and the Elation was the Ecstasy does not have refrigerators in your room. So I, ahead of time, bought 12-pack of water. Um, we brought
Get out of here. I'm talking to my dog, y'all. Excuse that.
Okay. We also brought two 12-packs on board. Would I do it again knowing that we didn't have a refrigerator? Probably so. We ended up bringing a 12-pack home with us.
Right. We end up bringing we probably drunk like 3 of the sodas
Yeah,
out of
so
there.
they gave us an urn full of ice, so it was okay, but that
An
was my
urn.
biggest. Yeah, I know that was the wrong word. A canister.
A cooler, not quite a cooler. It
Mhm.
was like how you go to the hotel and they had like the little ice
Yeah.
buckets, pretty much like an ice bucket.
Yeah, and the guy, he kept it filled up pretty much for us
Hmm.
with ice. So it's kind of hard though because it's so small. You can only put maybe a couple 12-packs in there and all that good stuff. Um, but enough of that. I guess we can go into what you definitely need to have going to Princess Keys.
or not just Princess Keys, stuff that you need on your cruise. Period.
Okay. So what would
Period.
be the number one thing you gotta take?
A carry-on bag,
Carry on bag.
like a bag that you could put your little stuff in and carry it around. For example,
Yeah, we had two backpacks. I had one. She had one. We also had a little tote. Yeah.
just a regular old book bag,
Right.
and
What do we put in there?
we had a lot of stuff. We kept our Now grab this. We got us a poncho and an umbrella. We didn't need it, but we definitely had it because in the Bahama it rains quite frequently. So we made sure that we had these items just so that way we won't be stuck like Chuck out there in the rain. So I definitely recommend bringing, even if you look up and see how the weather's going to be, definitely bring you an umbrella and a poncho. And these stayed in our bag the whole while, even though sometimes we was taking things out, putting things in, but these are two items that definitely stayed in the bag, especially when we got off the boat. So those are definitely two items that you need.
Definitely got to have your hand sanitizer.
Gotta have that. It's a must. And sanitary wipes.
It's amazing how many times you see people go in the bathroom and then 30 seconds they're coming out.
Hands still dry, not washing their hands. So definitely have your sanitizer. That's something that stays in the bag too.
Shower shoes.
Definitely had our shower shoes.
Gotta have your shower shoes. They clean. The rooms are clean, but you never know what's crawling around in there on those ships, and it's better safe than sorry. It's a must-have. Gotta have your shower shoes. Gotta have something. Some kind of hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, whatever you want to bring. Gotta have that.
And as far as your, of course, you're going to bring your own toiletry items, your own lotions and whatnot, and things like that, because they don't provide that. But however, they do provide soap, body wash, and shampoo. But we brought our own body wash, of course. But I hopped in the shower one time and forgot to grab my body wash, so I used the body wash and that was in the shower, and it's actually pretty good. It
Yeah.
has a good smell. It's thick. It don't smell like that cheap stuff. So,
And actually, while we were there one time, I think it was day 2. They
mhm.
actually came out and they changed it all out. They actually, which shocked me. I thought maybe it just sat there until it was empty, but the guy actually came in and dumped the whole thing out and put fresh
And
body
put fresh
wash
body
and
wash
shampoo
and
in
all
there.
that stuff in
So
there.
I would say that's pretty safe to use. But we did bring our own. One thing definitely you need to bring your own toilet paper. Okay. On these cruise ships, just like most hotels, they're gonna have that John Wayne toilet paper in there. So the best thing to do is just
What's John Wayne toilet paper?
it's John Wayne toilet paper. It's rough and tough and don't take no shit off of nobody. Like John Wayne toilet paper. You never heard of John Wayne toilet paper?
No.
Yeah, rough and tough and don't take no crap off nobody.
But
So
definitely bring your own toilet paper,
bring your own.
because it's just like any place you go to that has full of bathrooms, they're not gonna get that good stuff. They're gonna get that school paper, the kind that they have in school, real thin. So I would recommend bringing your
Airplanes out of that toilet paper. You know what I mean? You can
right.
fly it around
You
the
can
room.
fly it around.
So, what else, sweetheart?
We brought, as far as for like when you get off the boat for the beach, definitely bring your beach hats. Bring your beach hat. Whoa, beach hat. Mine don't fit on my head like it did because I got these big braids in my hair. I had some nice little flat braids when I went on my cruise, but definitely gonna need that for sun.
Yeah.
Because that sun was, even though it wasn't hot, but the sun be blazing. So you definitely gonna need that. And one of the most important things that I knew I was gonna need, but I really didn't know how important it was. Water shoes. Your water shoes. Now these probably on my scale of 1 to 10 the most important things. These would probably be in my top 3. When I got off the ship, I wore these off the ship. When I got in the water, I got in the water with these. As soon as I got in that beach water, I stumped my toe on a rock. And I had on my shower shoe. And I had on my beach shoes. And it hurted a little bit. So I can almost imagine how I would have felt if I had not had on my beach shoes.
We also wore them around the boat. Also,
Mm-hmm.
they came in handy. You can get in the water, out of the water. It's got nice grip underneath the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Keys, the beach was beautiful,
Yeah, it was.
but walking out there is like walking on asphalt with sharp edges, and there are holes everywhere. So you have to be very careful.
Very careful.
So the beach shoes is right up there with hand sanitizer. You got to have them.
Got to
Do
have your
not
beach
go in
shoes.
that water without beach shoes.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there looking crazy because they didn't expect it. But yeah, you got to have beach shoes. Um,
Let me see what else.
what else do
Uh,
you gotta
uh,
have?
Also in the top three, something good to put your important documents in. I had this, and we actually put this in our carry-on bag, one of the bags that we was carrying around when we first got on the cruise. It had everything in it: birth certificates, um, our license, our what are these called right here, baby?
Hmm?
What are those?
Those are our luggage tags.
Okay, but what's the other stuff that we be needing?
Your boarding passes.
Your boarding passes and stuff like that. And then, if you need passports or really any important information that you need for your cruise, have it in something like this, something that you could just grab out your bag real quick, unzip it, and you're good to go. And you're good to go. Luggage tags. As you see, these ain't open because we really most definitely didn't need them. But they do come in handy. I got this cute little strawberry one. And the reason why, I don't know why we didn't never put them on. Why we never put them in on our bag.
No, we didn't need them.
Because we just put the, I felt like we needed them. I guess maybe not. Maybe not. They would have been good to have because okay, it's just like this. We had the little paper, little thing with our names on it and taped it, being ghetto. So just imagine if through the process that piece of paper would have got ripped off your bag. Thank God ours didn't. But if that little piece of paper had got ripped off the bag, then we just would have had a bag sitting out there without our names on it. So that's why I say these are important. We didn't use them because we were like, forget it. We got the paper on there good. But if that piece of paper had to come off, have something a little bit more sturdy that really takes a licking and hard to come off. So I can see why it's important to have these, but we just didn't use them.
Right.
We didn't use them at all.
So those like the John Wayne luggage tags.
Right, tough and rough.
Right. Goggles, man. Really didn't need the goggles. Well, she needed them the first time she went out in the water, and she didn't understand that there's a ledge there, and
the water is like salty.
And she walked off the ledge in the water, and she was screaming, and come get me, help me, please, help me.
And he was looking at me like I was crazy.
Help me, please, help me, help me.
I'm reaching my hand out, the bubbly water coming out my mouth. Because you walk in the beach water, you walk in the water, and you walking on nice, sturdy sand, you getting out there, you think you cute, the water is probably to your waist, and all of a sudden you take a step, and now the water is up to here. You're like, what the hell? That's what I thought. Like, what the hell? That might be kind of over embellishing it a little bit, but like literally the water was like right up to like a little bit below my shoulder, maybe breast area. Then I took a step and it was like up to here.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got to taste how salty the water was.
It's
Oceany. Mm-hmm. And going back to the picture package, the sucky part about it is they take so many pictures of you. So when you get the picture package, you have to choose your 5 pictures. Right. Now you could choose to purchase additional pictures, but to me they could be a little bit expensive. So bring your camera because you could take good pictures your damn self. Okay, they're a lot expensive. You could take good pictures yourself. You could take but now these right here, definitely worth it because You get so many shots. Pretty much, those are professional pictures. We got three of those size.
Four.
Three. One, two,
Oh,
three.
that's a 5 by 8
And
pistol.
then the other small one that we got the picture that they first take before you get on the cruise ship. And then we got the huge, large one. So it really is four because it was like the same. We were dressed the same. We was dressed for casual. We went to eat in the main dining area, which I did a previous video of some of the foods that we got. That's another good thing too. Like the food. We ate like a fool. Did you hear me? I know I did. Ate like a fool.
I
Just
didn't. I didn't.
trying all different stuff.
I didn't eat anything. Anyway, so make sure, please, get your beach shoes, get your hand sanitizer. It did rain on the ship while we were on the ship a couple of times, so ponchos are nice. Umbrellas are nice, nice to have. Um, anything else, sweetheart?
Um, as far as other things that I felt like we got and maybe we didn't need the bottomless bubbles. We paid for the bottomless bubbles, and you know the bottomless bubbles is pretty much sodas, juices, and stuff like that. Um,
Did you bring any of those bottles?
no, I didn't. I forgot to
Always,
grab our bottles.
always, always. And I'll put a video of us with our bottles and stuff in there. If you watched our first video, you notice in my backpack I had bottles and all that stuff hooked up. Morning time when you go to breakfast, the buffet or wherever, you can always get your, what is it, mango juice or
Right,
something,
just fill
orange
up.
juice. Yeah, you just fill your
Just
bottles
fill
up,
up.
take them back to your room. You got juice for the day. We did use the bottomless bubbles every now and again. We'll
Every
go
now and
by
then.
a bar or something and grab some orange juice or pineapple
Pineapple juice or
juice,
something like
yeah,
that.
and take it back. But it was $50 per person, so we bought that. And I don't think I drank $50 worth of juice and
No,
soda.
like not together. We didn't even drink
Nah,
$50 worth of juice.
I mean it's a nice thing to have. As was a net. Will we do it again?
No,
We wouldn't do the bottomless
I don't
bubbles.
think we'll do the bottomless bubbles
Yeah,
again.
that's $100. We
Now
can
the
just
Cheers package. The Cheers package. I'm kind of up in the air about that. I could see getting the Cheers package, especially if like you a drinker, because we did drink. We bought like quite a few beers and quite a few mixed drinks where probably the bottomless bubbles would have been beneficial. Not that much
the
because you
cheers
know,
package.
being us, we
Yeah,
brought us some. So
I think I drank. I bought maybe 3 or 4 beers. Well, I did go to the the beer station a couple of
right,
times.
we went to the beer
So we
station a couple
probably
times.
bought 5 beers each, and probably bought what, maybe 4 drinks
Four drinks.
through a 5 day cruise. So, um, the Cheers package, you basically get maximum. We max out at 15 drinks, and they cut you
15
off.
drinks. Uh-huh.
So, eh, I wouldn't spend $600. The cruise
Oh,
was
okay.
$600 by itself, So I
Right.
wouldn't spend $600 on a Cheers package.
Especially if
So
you can get your stuff on now.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but anyway, other than that, guys, we had a great time.
We had an awesome time.
If it's your first cruise, please know that you're not going to be able to see everything on that boat. You could try, you might be able to, um, but I can definitely say, if it's your first cruise, please go on there calm and relaxed, because first day before we even left port, I'm calling her like, "Where are you?" We got separated, and
Cause I wanted to see stuff.
she
Like I
was
wanted to see
gone.
stuff. Cause like you, of course, he's walking around the cruise ship like, well, I've done this, I've been here, but I'm seeing stuff for the very first time. When we first get to the Bahamas, he's walking around. He's done been to on a tour and stuff like that. But I was so excited. I wanted to see the stuff that was in my face. You know what I'm saying? The stuff I wanted to go to Senior Frost because he's even though he's been on a cruise to the Bahamas, he had never been to Senior Frog, and we had a good time, didn't we? Or have you never been to Senior Frog?
I've never been.
Okay, well, what's so funny?
That man made you. Okay, so we had our bottles. Someone decided they wanted to make them a huge drink, put it in a bottle, put it in a backpack, and we got off and walking around like everyone else does. Went to the straw market and did a little shopping, and hey, there's Senor Frogs. Let's go to Senor Frogs.
Yep.
Walked in, about to get a table, and the guy says, "No, no, no. Cannot bring drinks in here, blah, blah, blah. You either have to drink it, pour it out, whatever." Somebody decided they wanted to drink it instead of pouring it out. 3 minutes, and she downed a whole bottle of, what was it?
Vodka and what I mixed it with. I think I mixed it with the guava juice.
Guava juice, yeah.
And mind you, before that, we had already stopped at one of the little bars on the little seat on the little side, and what had tequila shots and a couple beers. So I was already feeling good. And then
That video is coming, and it's hilarious. So y'all just stay tuned for that video. Have that up probably in a week or so. But yeah, Senor Frogs, her first trip to the Bahamas.
we had a blast. I'm not gonna lie, we had a blast. But if you have any questions about the cruise, anything that we haven't covered that you want some clarification on, definitely comment, most definitely like, and most definitely subscribe.
See you guys.
See ya.
Peace.